Hello and welcome back. I am Dr. Ankit Gupta and in today's case we will discuss upper lid blepharoplasty. So today specifically I will discuss in upper lid blepharoplasty the swelling that many patients get in the inner aspects of their upper lid. So many times I get a query in which the inner upper portion of the upper lid has a swelling which is actually the fat which is bulging out. It is different from xanthelisma. Xanthelisma is something in which the skin has a yellow colored patch. In this case, we will be discussing a patient in which there is this swelling. As you can see clearly in the pictures, there is a swelling in the inner aspect of the upper eyelid. Plus, along with that, she has a lot of extra skin in her upper lid. And to address both these issues, we have a very nice operation and the name of the surgery is upper lid blepharoplasty, in which we will be also addressing or removing the fat from the upper lid. So the best part of this surgery is that this is done under local anesthesia. We make regularly videos on blepharoplasties, upper, lower as well as forelid blepharoplasties, and today specifically the video is going to cover this upper lid blepharoplasty. And this is the amount of skin that we have removed in the upper lid, and this yellow portion, as you can see, is the fat that is bulging out. That is the extra fat which was the bulge that you could see from the inner aspect of the upper lid. All we need to do is we just need to remove the skin, and then there is some amount of extra muscle that I prefer to cauterize so that it shrinks. I do not really remove a lot of muscle. I do not believe in removing a lot of fat. I only remove the fat which is protruding on its own, because if we remove too much of fat, it causes hollowness in the upper eye, and if somebody removes it from the inner middle aspect, it also causes an A-frame deformity. So that is what somebody should avoid. And in her case, as you could see, there is a lot of fat that was bulging out, and this is the fat that was coming out on its own. We cauterized it, removed it, clamped it, and this is the amount of fat and the skin that we have actually removed in our patient. So this is a picture showing in which the skin that we have removed and the fat that we are going to remove from the upper lid of our patient. So this surgery is a very simple surgery. It hardly takes around half an hour for me to operate both the eyes. It is done under local anesthesia. It is not at all painful. The recovery time is for about say 1 week, and this is how you look on the next day of the surgery, and this is how you look by the third day. When you remove all the strips, there's a lot of swelling initially in the upper lid. The patient has shared us the pictures of the lid on the day 3, and this is how you look on day 7. And by the day 7, the swelling is a lot less, and then we plan to remove all the stitches. For somebody who is living outside Delhi, we can put dissolving stitches. For somebody staying within Delhi, we can put the stitches which are non-dissolving ones. And this is how you look at about 1 month. So by 1 month, all the swelling goes down, and this is how your eyes look. And this is the result in which the scar is hardly visible. All the fat has been removed. There is no depression in the upper lid, and you look very natural, and the deformity that you had is now completely removed. Many a times people, they do not get upper lid blepharoplasty because they fear that they might have a scar. So this is how your scar would look at about a month. For some it might take 2 months, for some it might take less than a month, but this is the usual. So this line, as you can see, is the scar. It merges very nicely with your lid creases. Everybody has these lines on their upper lid, and this is the line in which the scar lies. So this scar is almost invisible, and yes, you can always put on makeup over it after day 7 and you can easily hide it. And this is how you look with your eyes open. So this is a very simple surgery, and it addresses a lot of issues. For anybody who has fat deposits in the middle, in the upper eyelid, in the inner side, in the middle part, which can be addressed. For somebody who has a lacrimal gland ptosis, we can also address lacrimal gland ptosis. For more such information, you should subscribe to our channel, and you can comment us, or you can share your pictures with us if you need any specific help in your particular case. Thank you and have a nice day.